Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Zoo. Now, for me, it's actually been a couple of months. I do have to apologise for the delay, the 2-week delay. That was basically caused by my recording rotation type thing that I do. So I'll record like a week solid of one single piece of content, and I'll do another week of a different one. And because I lost so many of those episodes before, it kind of offset this, and I have been trying to record it, but I just haven't really had the motivation to do it, really. So that's why it's kind of taken a step back at least, but we're back into action. So what are we going to be doing anyway? One really cool comment, and I cannot remember your name, but you know who you are. But yeah, I came up with the idea for using farmland for the actual tracks instead of using just dirt. Really brilliant idea. Now on the server, because I'm of course on my server, you can actually, if you till the ground, it stays like that. So it doesn't ever dry up or anything like that. I think it might turn to dry soil stuff, but I don't think it actually turns back to grass. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Pretty sure. No, it doesn't. I know it doesn't. So yeah, we can actually do this, which I think is a brilliant idea. I think I'll do the other one. Well, I probably won't do it off camera. I'll forget about it. So it doesn't work on those bits, but that's fine. So this is just, I mean, look at this. This will now add a little bit more depth. So awesome idea. So yeah, I haven't been able to do it because of how I record. So I will literally record loads and loads of episodes in 1 week, and then do a different one. And then by the time I rotate around, I've not run out of them, but I've usually got like a couple extra videos. So I'm always kind of positive in videos, if that makes sense. So I've always got like a couple backup, but I basically lost my backup with this one as well. With the time when I lost all of that and I lost all of this stuff. Because no audio. Brilliant. But we are back. Now a couple little bits, different bits. Nick Goss, of course, Cerulean Capuchin, has made these awesome tree textures. So we've now got some really awesome just tree textures in general. They just look brilliant. So those are looking good. We've got the nice leaves. My leaves. But Nick's wood. Man, that sounds weird, really weird. My bush, Nick's wood. Yeah, I wouldn't say that too loud. Okay, let's pretend I didn't say that. So yeah, we've got my derpsters. You guys love the derpsters. Well, you thought they were really derpy, which they are. They're like amazingly derpy gazelles, and also you thought it was hilarious about these warthogs, which are now, you can see them in the jungle wood, so they actually look completely different. So yeah, I don't know, it's all looking good, and we've got some ducks. I said that Quitz to put some ducks in here, his face basically, but. We've got those. We've got the weird shelter in a cave. I know, a little bit weird. I do need to texture up this yellow so that we've got some different version of it, like a hay version. But I think what I'm going to do, because it's such a dark ground, I'm actually going to do this around here. And then actually just also... Now I've got this hoe out. Oh, I'm unstoppable with the hoe. We've got that. We can do this kind of stuff as well as around the water. And I think that'll work around this as well. So we kind of got like nice little details. So the person that suggested this awesome idea, like really awesome idea. So there we go. If we just do this for now, just run around, because I don't want it to perfect at all. And as long as I don't hoe one of these guys' faces off, which I don't think is possible in this game. I don't really know. But there you go. I did a little bit of that as well. Now I'll just run around here. It's just going to add a little bit of variation until I can get around to doing or redoing the dirt texture, which at the minute kind of tiles a bit horribly. I don't know, I don't like it that much, but there you go, this as well. Right there. A little bit more, and that's it. And then just do a couple of these. And that should then look, there we go. See how messy I was with it, but look at that now. So, thank you, dude, whoever you are, for telling me about that, because it just works. And I've got a couple around here. This would of course be wet. Really wet stuff. Right, there we go. Let's just kill these. Maybe like one here or something. There. Okay. So we've got all those. Right. What we're going to be doing today, I think I'm going to do some zebras. Or zebras. Zebras, whatever you want to call them. That's what we'll do. So we'll grab some end stone. We're going to grab some... quartz stairs. There's some red feet. I'm just going to grab some images of a zebra. I know it sounds stupid, but there's always something that you forget with them. So yeah, we're going to go with, well, yeah, white. I think it's going to be more white on the bottom. Now we got the actual zebra pattern type thing anyway, so that's fine. But I think we'll have zebra shelters around here. So then as you go in, actually no, you wouldn't really have them there, would you? You'd have them somewhere else. I want them to be able to run around. Now obviously, yeah, the rhino is more of like a hidden rhino. But yeah, so he's not going to be around. Now, I have seen one ages ago. What was his name called? He showed me it. It was just something like simple like this. Now, yeah, actually we're going to smash through it the other way. There we go. Now, simple. Simple, simple. Doesn't quite work, does it? Well, yeah. Good enough now. Now, do I want a black tail? I don't want a white tail. They probably want a black tail, so if we go that way, and actually get the never brick out, I'll do that instead. Never brick out. So yeah, there was one like this. I've seen it before. Somebody does some really cool videos. However it is, does it. He's not making videos anymore, but he used to make really cool videos. I used to watch him before I was actually building. I think actually just doing that will be fine. Just leaving that will actually also be fine. And then let's just go stupidly simple with it. I think because we've got the texture for it, it should turn out all right. I think anyway. Right, we're gonna have an ear there, maybe an eye. Now, do we actually go for those eyes, or do we go for something else? We didn't go for any there. I just love how that face just popped into existence. I think maybe not going to do that. We could of course go for another type of feet like that, but I think it makes it look too light. Okay, I don't like the ears on it at all. Right, do we need it going forwards, or can we do something like that? No, that makes it look too thick. It needs a head like this. I think maybe just a quartz. We actually do need that quartz stair at some point, so I'll throw that one away. We are going to need a quartz slab. I think just do something like that, maybe, instead. And then try to... Is that good? No, it does need to come forwards. Does need to come forwards as a slab, yeah, maybe. And then instead of that one, we're going to go with the... button. Okay. Can we tell from a distance? Kind of. Yeah. It's a bit derpy, isn't it? But all of these animals are going to be a bit derpy. There is some really cool ones, so you guys have actually built some really cool ones so far that I've actually seen. So now what I'm just doing is I'm going to go onto the DakrCraft.playat database, and I'm going to have a look at a couple of these. But you guys have actually started building some. I know TJC05 has actually built some. So he sent me those, and he said, yeah, you can use them as long as you credit me, which is really awesome. So I'm already crediting you now for stuff that I haven't even used yet. If I'm going to use them, which I probably will, because they're better than mine. We could actually put a face on like that, couldn't we? Look at that. Look at that face. Or like a sheep. I know that sounds really strange, but I think maybe a sheep is actually going to be a hostile wolf. I think that's not going to work, is it? And that, I think there's a Mark's Head format. Mark's Head format is the original, like, the Mojang owned accounts. There you go. And I think there is... Oh, there's a ghast. There's a sheep one. So I think we're actually going to use that one. So I'm just going to do /I and 397. I haven't done this command for a little bit. 1 player colon, and then this one is MHF underscore sheep. No, I'm sure. That's it. Cool. So there we go. We got that one. So we should have an actual head in this. Maybe we don't need those, so maybe we can put some ears on. Meh. Right, okay, maybe even... It just doesn't look right, does it? It's because of this flockiness of it. It almost like has to, for a horse to actually come forwards. But then when you put this head on it, it just looks ridiculous. And that's like... They just look like arms. They look like little tiny arms on this freaking animal's face. Okay. Right. Well, let's just have a look at it like that. It just looks ridiculous. That looks really weird. I'm just going to go with that. Let's just go with that, for God's sake. I think I'm going to use that area for a shelter, so we'll do that. Right, let's put out some more of these derpy zebras. There we go. Oh, they just looked pretty bad, didn't they? Yeah, they do, but I don't know. I might come up with something better than this. If I don't, God help me. This is terrible. Right, there we go. Got another one there. And I'm building these by hand. Last time I did it with World Edit, didn't I? I think that's because there was a couple of pain in the ass blocks on them. Definitely needs that though, otherwise it looks like a camel. Weirdly like that, it does, doesn't it? Looks a little bit strange. We did that. Maybe that's how we're going to do a camel. Yeah, they're going to turn out well, aren't they? Right, we're going to have another one this way. Right directions. But yeah, I think what we're going to try and do anyway is, I mean, this is the biggest exhibit out of all of them. So it's going to take me quite a, it is going to take a little while to actually complete everything on this. But I think after that, it's going to be smaller stuff. I do really want to do an avian exhibit, like I was saying with the Eden project, which of course I think I showed in a picture of what I was going to do. But I will do, if I don't do it on, I will do it on another video before I get there anyway. So I'll kind of show you guys that. I'm also going to do a monkey climb up that tree. Sounds really strange, but I'm going to do one. I'm actually going to do one in a second. So let's just get these blocks down, and then we'll do it. We'll do that in a monkey. So I'm going to put Jag's face, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Yeah, we're going to do Jag Thunder's face as the monkey, because that's his face. I don't think he's going to ever change it. I think it's him for forever now. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, the Eden project stuff. So I want to do like a big open, like middle section. I have actually cut this map off as well. It's actually not on the place it was before. It was not on Unity City anymore. That's also a reason for the delay, because I had to convert it over. So I've actually done that now. But yeah, it's going to be quite cool. I think it's going to be quite cool. Doing that big bit and putting in some birds and things. So yeah, TJC's got some of those. They said, yep, you can use those. If you guys have any other like animals and stuff, Rolfol made a really cool penguin on one of his plots, which I'm totally going to use with credit, of course. So I always have credit. There's no way I'm stealing other people's designs. That's just not me. Yeah, that's really cool. So you guys have actually started to try out these as well instead of using mods. So I'm pretty sure I have to say this, or there's a comment about it every single time. But yeah, the reason I'm not using mods is just because the people that are on the console, they don't have mods. And it's also mods are a little bit cheaty. I think it would be good when I'm done to do like a modded version, as in like kill all these animals, which is going to be pretty easy to get rid of, and then shove in like a load of the mods and modded animals and put them into these cages. I think that would be quite an interesting idea, because I can do that. But otherwise I can actually show you guys how to do like stuff like this. Obviously you can't really do it on console. What we could do is use nether brick and quartz and just alternate the materials, and that would work really nicely as well. Yeah, I quite like that one. Don't know why. They do look kind of like them, don't they? Yeah, they do. They're good enough. They're good enough. So yeah, that's why I don't use mods, because of that singular reason, just for the console people, and also just to try something else different. Because like the giraffe and the rhino, I'm actually really proud of. The rhino especially, I'm really happy with how that turned out, and it's something. Organics is something I want to learn. So actually being able to do it in a series is always a bonus, because then I get feedback on it, like really quick feedback. See, there we go. Right, done that. Let's get monkey head. So there we go. Bang. Let's get his head. The Jag's head. There he is. Oh no, that's not him. I think it is just Jag Thunder, isn't it? It's not Jag Thunder 1. Yes, because I'm being an idiot. Sorry, Jag, I forgot your username. Damn it. Why switch your YouTube over? Right, okay, so we're going to have, like... What colour are we going to go for? Oh, I think just brown wool. And now maybe arms. We're going to have little stumpy arms. We're going to have, like, one right here. So it's going to be hugging the wall like that. And there. And that. So it's like hugging it properly. This looks stupid, but this is kind of how I imagine them. I don't know why. Like in Minecraft, I mean. Not real monkeys. If I imagined real monkeys like this, there would be a serious problem. What I'm going to do, just for some humour, is something that I've seen Quits to do. So this is to you, Quits. We're putting like something on top of one of these, and having like a bottle. So the monkey itself actually has a bottle. I just find it really weird. Right, I want another one climbing up as well, with 2 arms out this time. We'll have another monkey here. Can't see him like, grabbing on. There we go, let's put one there. There we go, he's grabbing up to that one. And this time this one's looking this way. So go, there's a monkey. We got a couple monkeys. That's pretty good. So we go, that might be the episode name at least. And one of them's got a drink, but we can't see that. Or can you? No, you can't see it. See, that's good. Next beautiful tree blocks out the monkey. That's brilliant. Or the monkey with a bottle. So maybe he's stolen one off someone, I don't know. You guys can make up a storyline. Right, so we've got a load of not gazelles, we've got a load of zebras around. We've got the giraffes. We need to put a couple more giraffes around. You know, I know that. Definitely. Now I think what we can do, because we're nearing the episode, or end of the episode, time-wise, we can actually get around to doing that. And I think off camera I was supposed to do this path, wasn't I? I'm actually going to leave it, maybe, because I think that's natural enough, but I don't know. I think, yeah, what we'll do next episode is we will do a little shelter for the zebras, and then we're going to kind of I'm going to try and push this exhibit and try and get this done quite quickly. So I want to do stuff like, yeah, the avian exhibit, which doesn't sound very interesting, but it can be a load of trees. A load of pine tree type stuff, so like the alpines, like panthers and things like that would be really awesome to do. What else do I want to do? The penguin type of exhibit, that's also going to be like quite a high one, as well as whales. God, who did a whale? Pocket Phoenix did a whale on his steampunk one in Conquest, and it looks brilliant. So I'm going to try and grab that. He's happy with me using that one. Again, with credit, of course, so I'm not going to take credit for those ones. But I will just, give them a shout out, or I'll put it on a sign somewhere. Who else has done one? There's loads of them. But yeah, Pocket Venus has got a really good whale. So we'll have a look at that and see if we can put those in. I kind of want to make, as well, I don't know if I'll do it in this, oh, that's weird. That's a bit of lag. I don't know if I'll do it in this one or not, or if I'll do it in another series, like on Lioness. But I am planning on taking this entire place over to Lioness. I know that sounds kind of crazy. What I'm planning on doing with this zoo is I'm going to continue it I'm going to try and stock up a load of videos on it. So it means that I won't be, listening to your comments as much, just because, or it won't seem like I am. I'll obviously be reading the comments exactly the same as I always read them, which is as soon as you commented it, as soon as it comes on my phone, I read it, and then I read it again, or I usually scan through again, actually, is more accurate, but at the end. But I think what I'll have to do is stock up with them, so it'll look like I'm ignoring you guys, but I'm not. So I might do stupid things, which is usually what happens when I stock up and record for like 10 episodes or something stupid. But I'm going to move this over to Lioness, and it'll probably go into a slightly different area shape-wise, but I think I'm going to still stick to the plans that you guys have sent in. But look at that, actually, that looks kind of cool, doesn't it? There we go, got a nice log there. That really looks cool. You can see that there is like animals in there. It's pretty populated, but from here, yeah, you can tell that the zebras, because the zebra striping that thing. And that's fine. So we got sheep-headed zebras, we got Luigi and Mario-faced warthogs, and we got derpy gazelles, and then we got just a rhino that actually looks good, and we've got a giraffe that looks good. Yeah, what else can you ask for? Pretty good. But that's it for me anyway, guys. So I'm going to try and mass record these, try and move it over, and then we'll have a look at the new space that we've got, and maybe there'll be a couple of amendments that you guys might suggest. But that's it from me. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.